pre-recorded sculpt. For today's class, we don't need resistance band, only hand weights. So if you want some hand weights, grab them. I'm going to be maybe using the 3-pound weights today. Maybe not, depends on how you're feeling. So let's just get started right off the bat, shaking out the arms, the shoulders. Mudge is napping right now. I was going to wake him up, and I'm like, no, he needs to sleep. So if you need a nap, do this workout, and then afterwards you will feel better. Opening up your hips, feet are plugged down on the ground, and you're just extending out the arms, lifting up, going overhead. Nice big breath in through the nose, nice big breath out through the mouth, just giving yourself credit for right here, right now, doing some fitness. And we'll go in about 10 seconds into our side stretch left, side stretch right. So your right arm will go over your head, left arm will go under. That'll be in 3, 2, and 1. So go ahead, extend the right arm over, left hand under. Also, if you're doing the other hand, that's okay. But just try to feel that side bend as you at least try to get a good extension from that portion of your torso that you're arcing over. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Other side. Go ahead, switch it. So other arm extended, and just find that reach. Taking a second to just do a body assessment on where you're at right here and now. Maybe you're really tight in the low back. Maybe your shoulders aren't feeling great. So wherever you need to spend a little bit more time giving some TLC with that breath, maybe going a little easier on some things today, or just taking breaks. Obviously, always take breaks when you need. You guys know that. But go ahead, bring it back up center. Shake out the arms. Shake out the hands. Shake out the head. Shake out the shoulders. And then just take your forward fold stretch. So you're going all the way down through the spine. Let the head relax. You can even shake your head out. Just doing a nice little shake side to side. Or maybe it feels nice if you want to nod your chin to chest, because we're here for another 10 seconds. We'll see how long I can actually keep my hair down for today. You need to pull your hair up, go ahead, do it now. But in 5, we're going to go ahead walking our hands out in front of us. So keep your head relaxed and down. Just walk the hands out in front of you in 3, 2, and 1. So just extend it out with the palms. Try to flush out the fingertips and walk the hands back towards you. The reformer springs to start today are going to be that 1 single red and 1 single aqua, that red and that aqua spring. And then hand weights will be optional. So if you want the hand weights, go ahead and grab them. But we're going to go into a nice squat series to get going today, to get the legs a little bit warmer. So slowly start to walk those hands back towards the center. Maybe you want to soften the knees, that's fine. And then find your rounding up vertebra by vertebra, stretching the arms up towards the sky, reach to the sky, and then exhale, shake it out, shake it out. So again, the aqua and the red is going to be our heavier spring load for reformer. And then for, hair's already coming up, for hand weights, if you want to do 2-pound, 3-pound, 5-pound, go for it. If you want to do a heavier part, that's fine. So stand on up. Right foot's going to be on the platform, left foot's going to be on the moving part, extending out. So if you're with me just doing regular mat, we're going to extend out, press down, and then as you lift up, exhale back in. So arms can go down to that prayer. If you have the hand weights, just be real careful that you're not just swinging them around. I want you to think about that press down and away, lift up, pull the belly button in, and then sit the hips back and down. So you're not just doing arms all over the place. Just think pull in, and then if it helps to see from that side angle, when you go out to that extension point, you're pressing away that left leg, exhale, bring it back up and in. So wherever you want to face, obviously staying on your mat is good, but just so you guys know, tailbone's back, chest is staying lifted, abs are pulled up and in, and then just keep doing it over and over again. We've got another just about 20 seconds for this one. So taking a nice inhale, taking a nice exhale, and then we'll go ahead and do the other leg. So on the platform, all you have to do is flip around. That left foot's going to be on the non-moving part, and my mat Pilates friends, that left foot's going to be that plug down leg, just like your right leg is right now. Last 3, last 2, or if you need some water, get some water, take a break. Last 1, and then go ahead, shake it out, get some water, hydrate. Take a moment, maybe you need to do a little quad stretch, but I'll have us get started with that left foot as our plug down leg. And then same thing we just did, now you'll be extending out the right leg. So it's nice to kind of switch it up. Right off the bat today, not fatiguing left leg or right leg a ton in the beginning. Let's go ahead, shake it out. All right, left foot's plugged down, right leg goes out in 3, 2, and 1. So same thing we started with, but now you're working to hold strong on that left side as that right leg goes out and away. Again, sit the hips back and down, keep breathing. So once again, just reminding yourself that as you sit back and down, tailbone is behind you. We want to avoid the knees pitching forward. We want to try to avoid the back rounding here. You want to stick your butt back, pull the abs in, and then just squat like you mean it. Just have fun with it. As much fun as you can have. Breathe and push. Knowing you're doing a great job, and breaks are there for you whenever you want. Once again, take your focus back into your feet. So thinking about the plug down toes, all those toes on that left side, flatten down, and just breathe, press it out. We are going to hold this time. So this is, when we hold it down, it's a 2-sided exercise, so we don't have to do it on the other side. But as far as the carriage, just try to hold it out as strong as you can without the bed moving. And we're going to just think about sending the tailbone back and down, super slow, super controlled, small little pulses to get both the left and the right leg feeling even warmer. That will be in 10 seconds. And if you need to take a second, take a second. Just think tailbone pops back, belly button is fine. You don't have to go quite as low today if it's something that's feeling like it's hurting in the low back. Don't get hurt. Take a sec. Here's 2, 1. So hold that next squat down. Shoulders are down, belly button is in. If you want to keep the hands at prayer, fantastic. If you're working without the hand weights, like I am, to just push the palms in, flex, engage those arms. And these are small, these are slow, these are controlled. If you want to get real fancy with it, you can bring the hands behind the head, maybe. You don't have to. Belly button is pulled in, knees are still forward. You're doing awesome. You still have more seconds than you probably care to know about. But my timer, we have 15. 14. So just try to keep doing the best you can, controlling the tailbone back, knowing it's all temporary, because in 6 seconds, these are done. We'll take the forward fold stretch. Let that machine come in 3, 2, and 1. Good job, you guys. So take it in and then just right into your nice forward fold stretch. Let the head relax. Try to let the shoulders and fingertips and hands relax. Taking a nice breath in through the nose, nice breath out through the mouth, and then we're going to go ahead and take it for reformer, friends. 1 single aqua. Feet are going to be parallel. Your left foot is on that platform, right foot is on the carriage. And for my mat Pilates friends, this is where we're going to do something a little different to get the heart rate up. We're going to go into lateral jumps to the side. Very exciting. So when you're ready, go ahead, take it up, round the shoulders out, roll the shoulders back, stretch it out, stretch it out. So standing inner thighs for reformer. And mat Pilates friends, we're going to do lateral jumps. So when we do these, I want you to think about, as you're extending over, you're landing toe ball heel. You're trying not to land flat-footed. I'm not doing this with hand weights. I wouldn't, because sometimes with the hand weights, you just start to throw the arms around if it's too heavy. And I don't want you to pull up into your neck or into your traps. Just thinking of landing toe ball heel. And if the range of motion for these is just too much of a jump, if it's too far, like, don't worry about how far I'm going. I'm just trying to show off for you guys with the distance of the mat. Make the jumps work for you. Smaller is going to be fine too. All this stuff that we're trying to do right now in these lift and lowers is working to get that hop extension. So you're strengthening up from the ankles, find that landing, and then breathing. I mean, obviously, the further out now you go, it's going to be a little harder, but you're still trying to push the hips back and down that squat. Keep going. And again, tailbone is back. So it's all in the same vein of, like, you're going back behind you, the tailbone. Arms extend out. Just keep breathing. You're going to be in this for another, for some reason there's still 20 seconds. Just keep going. Breaks whenever you want. Remember, you're in control of this. Take a second. Here we go, you guys. In 8, in 7. We're going to try and go just a little bit faster. For reformer, you are not. You are staying slow and controlled. But ever go with me on mat for lateral jumps. Here we go. Speed it up. This is maybe where you might want to make them smaller. So if you are finding any extra, like, not great in the low back, maybe not great in the knees or that jump, make them smaller. But we're just trying to get the heart rate up a little bit more here for your last 8 seconds. 7, 6, in 5, we're going into a plank. 4, In 3, in 2, and 1. Yay, good job. Shake out the hands, shake out the fingertips, shoulders, and then we're going to take it down onto our hands, facing towards the back, so toes will be on that platform. I'm going to move this a little bit. So for my reformer friends, tiptoes on the platform. You might want that padding, because the knees will come down next. But for these planks, you guys, double check, since I can't see you, please, once we're in it, we want to avoid that push a ton forward over where those wrists and hands are. So think your chest alignment is right over top of those wrists. Feet are going to come back. Heels are flexed. Belly button is nice and tight. And once you've got that hand plant down, push up and away. So lift up, arc your back a little bit more. Hold your belly button up and into your spine. So you're imagining right now that little string attached to the inside of your belly button pulls up and back. From this position, we're going to go pike to plank. But I don't want us to just topple onto the head. So small movement, hips and tailbone and butt go up, lower yourself right back down again. So thinking of that core and that imaginary string attached to the inside of your belly button. Lifting up, 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 back behind you, belly button, pull, pull, pull. It's very similar, I tell my students for spin when we're doing tap backs, because there's a lot of stuff on the bikes that are just weird, especially if you're like not super coordinated with certain things. Like I am so clumsy and not coordinated with a lot of stuff. But for tap backs, it's that glide and that pull. So you want to control the abs up and in. We don't want to just throw the hips up and back or default down onto our shoulders and head. Thinking instead, making it a smaller pike up. The arms are active, just holding yourself here, holding your body weight. You're strong on that lift. We've got 6 more counts. You're doing awesome. If you need a mod, go ahead, take it to the knees at any point. But in 3, in 2, and 1, either hit that child's pose or we're going to go right into mountain climbers. So that next movement, right knee under, left knee under, go ahead, pop that mountain climber element in whenever you're ready. But again, child's pose as long as you need to. We are going to pick the pace up for one of these, not on the reformer. You stay slow and controlled. Just jump in when you can, because this is a harder transition today. I'm trying to get us a little bit more breathy, a little bit more of the heart rate raised up. So just do what you can and give yourself credit for doing any of this. You got 15 more seconds until we try to pick the pace up on these. And I don't want you to think about your hips bouncing around a ton. I want you to think like smooth, like you're gliding right under, like pulling the knee up like it's on a little track. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Try to pick the pace up. Still strong on the arms. Strong as far as the core pulling in. There's only 10 more seconds, and then you'll get that nice child's pose. 8, 7, you got it. 6, remember it's supposed to feel kind of terrible, but not getting you hurt. There's 3, 2, and 1. Child's pose. Send your butt and hips back and down. Arms reach out and away. I'm getting some water. And then just breathe. Take a second for yourself. The next move for reformer, you're on your knees, elbows are down. Shift the elbows and arms forward. Shift back for that saw. Kneeling saw. Plank saw is going to be harder. You really want a plank saw on the toes. Go for it. So grab a quick sip if you need it. And then for my mat Pilates friends, we're back to the elbows. We're going to try and stay on the tiptoes. So pop the elbows down. Hips are going to be lifted. It's a saw for reformer. For my friends that are not on reformer, we're going to lift up that right leg. So tighten the core, pull your belly button up and in. Lift the right leg up off of the mat, a couple inches. You need to modify it. This is like way too much today. Just go back down to the knees, and instead you can do a knee tap right and a knee tap left. But my friends with the right leg up, let's go ahead, pulse it for 8. So the heel guides you up. 7, belly button pulls in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're going to switch that leg. 1. Yay, good job. So left leg, we're trying to push down strong. To that right side, maybe you need to push the elbows down more. Pop the hips up, maybe a tiny inch higher if you feel like the back is arching. And now let's lift that left leg. So just thinking of that pull up from the glute, strong from that extension. Keep breathing. You've got less than right here. 8, 7, in 6, 5, 4. You're almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Recover. Pull the knees in, drop the head down. Stretch those arms back. Take your next child's pose. Hooray. We've only got one more in the plank family. Shake out the wrists, shake out the shoulders. Maybe do a little shoulder roll back if that feels good for you. Do it. And then meet me onto those hands. For your wheelbarrow on the machine, it's where the arms are going to be out. You're gliding the arms out, gliding back in. Your back is at that 45-degree angle. For doing this very exciting plank jack on the palms and toes with me, modifications maybe a step under, step it back. Or you're doing the little bounce. It's like a little controlled hop. So it's like a jumping jack, but in a plank form with more work for the upper body and that little lift and that controlled hop. So just trying to take advantage of all of this stuff right here that we've done to warm up our body. It's like you're past your halfway point, you're doing awesome, but just still keeping in mind what's going on up in the neck. Maybe you're falling forward on the hands, try to scale your hips back. Maybe you need to take a walk in, stretch it back for a couple. That's fine. You guys have to listen to how you're feeling, and the breaks are encouraged as much or as little as you need. Maybe today's a night you're like, I'm taking too long to get us to the next move. Embrace that, it's great. But we still have another 15 seconds, and then we're gonna pulse those knees under the hips. For wheelbarrow, you're gonna stretch the arms out a couple inches, in a couple inches, and if you need to modify, come down to the elbows, get off those wrists. The hands do a lot. All right, in 6-5, 4 and 3, hold the knees under the hips, 2, 1. Now the knees drop, lift the hips up. Pull the belly in, and then lift. Keep breathing. We've got 10 seconds here, and for wheelbarrow, it's just that press out a few inches, in a few inches. Here's your 5. But think about scooping the abs up and in off those knees. Here's your 4, 3, 2, and 1. Either take your child's pose, or if you prefer to do a down dog, do down dog. Where hands come down, heels can either pop up, or if you want to pedal those legs out, you can. Just take a nice breath in, take a nice breath out, and then we're going to come on down onto our tailbone next. So for a former, you're going to go ahead and flip it face towards the back. You don't need the box or anything. And then those springs will be one single red. So just a red, and then if you want the hand weights for this tailbone stuff, go ahead, grab this light socket over here. It's like, I don't know, I had to change the thing that plant was in because it started to outgrow it, but I was trying to find something cute. I got a little pumpkin for Halloween to cover it up, but it's still not big enough. And so this pillow is kind of big enough, but not really. It's just like one of those annoying things. Like, who cares? Lean back. So feet can either be crisscrossed over or through the shoulder bumpers, or you guys can have the feet here, but I do want everybody to round the spine. So belly button pulls in, spine rounds, short straps in those hands. We're going to take it, lean back. It's a small movement to the sides, and then pull up, squeeze the belly in. So the arms are not going super wide. Like, I'm only going to the point where it's like maybe 10 inches. Like, just think less is more. So it's a little squeeze back. I don't want you to feel the neck jam up or the shoulder blades pop out. Think small, and then pull back in. So front ankle, if this helps. You're here. This angle doesn't help, but it's a small move, you guys. So you're not doing the huge wide tailbone angel. Less is more on this day. I want you to think about pulling in from the abs, keeping that rounded spine, making sure your core is engaged and turned on for all this. Got a lot of good ab stuff today. And then the arms are that pull inside little, open out little. And try to keep chin up off the chest. Maybe there's something that's bothering you in your place. Like, maybe it's a light socket. Don't think about it. Just think about your inhale, that exhale, and how well you're doing right here in strengthening your arms, your core, your abs. You're working a little bit in the hip flexors. You don't have to worry about the stressful stuff, because I'm here to just help you. Probably be a little more annoying than you would rather have, but so be it. We've got another 12 seconds, 11 seconds, and then in 10 seconds, if you guess there was a hold, you get a high five. You get a virtual high five. That will be in 3 seconds. So we're going to keep the arms slightly out of the sides. It's not a wide T shape, it's a V shape in 1. So arms are wide at the V. All you're doing, lower the arms down, lift them up a little. Stretch out, and away from the collarbone. Maybe you can round your spine a little bit more, keep the chin up. This is for 6, 5. Maybe you want to lift the heels up for your last 4. No, you don't have to. 3, 2, drop the straps. 1, drop the hand weights. Kick those legs out. Just crawl your hands towards those feet. Let your head drop down. And let your back allow you to find that forward fold stretch as best you're able to here. So just finding another inhale. Finding another exhale. Let it go. Let it go. And then from here, we're actually going to lay down onto our backs. So from this position, reformer, you're going to keep that single red on there. This might be a little awkward, but you're going to take and loop up those long foot straps up over your thighs. Your butt's against the shoulder bumpers. This is that reverse crunch. We don't need the hand weights or anything like that, mat friends. So go ahead, onto your butt, long loops to go past the knees. And if this doesn't work, if they keep sliding them off, take them off. You don't need them. Your butt's against shoulder bumpers. Everybody's got hands either behind your head, or if you guys really want to do the arms extending up, that's fantastic. Go for it. Number 1 rule though, back. I want you to make sure the pelvis is not tucked under. So if you got this arch like I do right now, crush that imaginary, let's think like somebody put Fruit Loops underneath your back. Crush it. Pull the abs in. Like, what's your favorite cereal? Find something you make crumbly even more. Tuck the hips under, not grape nuts, that would hurt. And then round, head, neck, and shoulders come up. As that happens, the knees are going to pull your nose. Hold it for a count. Try to go a little deeper, and then lower it right back down again. So I'm going to do hands back behind the head. So think head, neck, and shoulders. Pull in. Once you're up that point, try and go a little deeper. Pull the belly button more. Back. Lower, lower, lower. And again, if the straps on the reformer are just sliding off or it's too much of a pain for the hip flexors, the resistance, okay, ditch them. It's not going to make or break this. Like, obviously, you can get the low abs, but just try to do your best on this, you guys, because we're working slow and controlled, and every time the head, neck, and shoulders lift up, I want you to think that belly button got pulled back even more, and then deepen that crunch, and then lower it right back down. We've got another, like 15 more seconds for this thing, and then we're going to take it and extend the legs straight up to the sky. So you're almost there. You're doing awesome. Keep breathing. Keep being proud of yourself for moving your muscles and body parts. In 3, 2, and 1. Lower your head, neck, and shoulders. Take the hands. Let them chill out your sides. Kick the legs up towards the ceiling. Can you squeeze your belly button back more? I know you can. From here, all we're doing is lowering the legs a couple inches down, belly button in, couple inches back up. Try to bring the legs further past your hip line on this. So it's not a full leg drop. I want you to think those legs are going closer into a pike. Belly button sucks in, and then back still flattens. If you need to modify this one, just take the knees, either bend them to catfish position, so you got a little knee bend in there, still feel the belly scoop in, or you can do tabletop. Tabletop is there for a whole plethora of reasons. Pull in and then tighten. But the important thing is, other than making sure you're not getting hurt, that your back is maintaining that flat pressure for all of this. So if you do feel like you're arching or lifting up, don't go down as far. Make it a move that's just where you're pulling the knees closer towards your hips, and then just keep going from there. And then think about that. Nice breath in, nice breath out, because we've got one more as we're in this weird position. Cherry pickers. So if you really want the hand weights, you can grab them. I'm not going to grab them. I'm just going to go freestyle here. But we're going to try and reach up left foot, right hand, and then right foot, left hand. That will be in 5. Good. Izquierda derecha. No. In 3, 2, legs all the way up. 1, and now cherry pickers. Reach. As you reach, try to do that exhale. And take advantage of the fact that I cannot hear that breath. Do the exhale. I always know in the recordings I get annoyed with the breathing. And I always that cheat breath to pull in to talk more. It sounds like I'm always sniffly, but it's just a cheat. So you exhale, inhale, normal. Ignore how sometimes I tell you to breathe and then I'm doing a different thing. It's just to talk and then do this. Keep going. It's different. I did have a student the other day. I stayed to take this spin class after mine. I love Chase. He's amazing. But some days you're just tired. But anyways, there was a student who was like, why you just taught? And I was like, it's different to teach than it is to take. Because when you're teaching, you have to talk and then do it. I mean, you get it. And it's different when you can just take and be immersed in it and then find truly like where that breath should come in, where you can exert more energy for certain things. So it's all very exciting. And by exciting, I mean very boring, but you've got 5 more counts. Let's all go faster. Pretend like it feels real good right here. In 5, these are over. 4, breathe, stretch. 3, 2, and 1. Yay, lower down. Go ahead, drop your head, drop your knees, pull those knees into your chest. Give yourself a well-deserved hug. Do a little side to side back, and then either reformer friends, I would just put your heels down the headrest, just let those knees go a little side to side here. Or for me, my hip flexors are real tight. You can do a little bridge up for mat Pilates friends. Just do a couple. I'm not having a super pulse or hold or anything weird. Just let the hips open you up and breathe. And then we're going to go ahead and come on to our butts. So we're going to sit on the tailbone. Nice inhale, nice exhale. You did good. You did real well. So taking another moment for yourself, just pull those knees into your chest. Maybe you want to do a little right knee pull, let it go, a little left knee pull, let it go, and then go ahead, come on into that either rock like a ball position or just off to the side, and then bring it on around. So we're now going to sit, go ahead, sit facing forward. For springs, you can keep the red, that's fine. I'm going to have a sit crisscross applesauce style where you've got your heels crisscrossed over, the knees open up, and then just take a couple of seconds for yourself to roll the shoulders down and back. So just opening up the chest and drop for 3. For 2, I know this is like those glamorous stretches for 1, but they're important. You guys know that with all the work and that typing, writing at a monitor, at a desk, seated, or even, I've noticed when I started driving, I'm like driving like this sometimes. I'm like, what's happening? So just open up, and drop for 2 more, for 1 more. And then go ahead from here, take your right hand, place it onto the back of your head. We're going to pull that right elbow forward. So just thinking like clasping palm, not back head, elbow forward, draw the chin to chest. That elbow should point forward as that chin comes on down. And try to relax on this one. Once you're, I know it's hard to see and then do it, but relax your eyebrows, relax your eyelids, relax your jaw. Take an inhale through the nose, take an exhale out through the mouth. See if you can drop that elbow and head a little bit more. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly open it back up. Open. And then shake out that arm. Pull that same right arm across your chest now. So we're still staying in this crisscross position with the legs. Just let the hips open. But maybe you'll notice like this knee for me and this hip is tighter. So it's like hanging up. So maybe you can slowly, if that's happening to you too, allow that drop down and then turn your head over that shoulder for 5, 4, and try to pull the shoulder and arm down so you're not up in the neck. We're not here, but drop it. 2 and 1, then shake out that arm, shake out both arms. Why not? Get all shaky. And then go ahead, take the left hand. So come on, bring that hand back behind your head. So kind of cup the back of your skull. Open the elbow out, take a little open, and then pull the elbow forward, slowly drawing that chin down to chest. That elbow should be shining and pointing forward. So it'll be closer to where that right foot is. And then once you've gotten yourself down on that little stretch where the head's dropping down, the shoulder and elbow are helping to pull you down, go back once again into releasing the tension up in the eyebrows, up in the forehead. Take another breath in, another breath out, and then slowly open up that elbow, open, and then exhale, shake it out. Pull that same left arm now across your chest, and just try to find that reach over. Once you're there, maybe today's the day that feels good to even do that head turn over, or maybe today this side does not feel good to do that. But whatever day it is, you did an awesome job. So congratulations to you on getting through a little part of the day with some nice stuff for your muscles and your body, your brain, your heart. All right, I'll stop now. But just good job. Go ahead, bring it back center. Shake it out. And then from here, just open up the feet, open up the hips. Last little thing. So you can either straddle the carriage, straddle the hips, or you can stand if you want. Do a little foot wiggle, do a little toe wiggle. Take a nice big broad breath in through the nose. Reach the arms up overhead. As you exhale, forward fold. Oof, the hamstring's real tight. Go easy on this one. But try your best to do whatever you can as you drop down. Maybe you're really flexible and you're like, yeah, I can drop your chest all the way down. That's wonderful. I'm very jealous of you, and that's amazing. If you're more in the train with me today, where it's harder to get the inner thighs, the hips open up, that's okay. Just try to relax the head anyways, relax the shoulders, and just take your focus back into your, how strong you are, and into your body parts, like your toes, your calf muscles. Maybe that will help you drop down for another couple inches or so. So just chilling out here for your last few seconds of your workout. Thank you for joining today. Get some more water, hydrate, and then we'll slowly lift all the way up. So slowly bring yourself on up. Big reach up overhead, reach to the stars, and then exhale, let it go. That's it. You did it. Thank you.